Man, you come straight out of a comic. Superman. James Gunn has announced that Superman has finished filming the entire movie, and the majority of the rest of the time, because we know it's not going to be coming out, I believe, until later into 2025. They're going to be spending the rest of their time working on visual effects, so they make sure that they get everything right. And we've already seen with some of the complaints from Disney not always having that CGI fully where it needs to be. So I get it. Shout out to Bliss over there on Instagram. Hope you're doing well. As the heat, I hope, is changing in Texas to a nice autumn breeze. But yeah, I believe them taking a good amount of time to work on the visual effects is very important, and still just shows how much detail and steps that James Gunn is taking to be able to present DC in a better light than it has been within the last couple of years. So shout out to them. I'm looking forward to it. I'm still a fan of, like the Mr. Terrific, despite some other people's backlash from it. I've seen him. I've seen Hawk Girl's outfit. So I'm intrigued to see what this movie is going to be like, no matter what. And I will be in theaters to watch it. Sticking with DC news, now if you know, Michael Keaton had him a little run in returning as Batman. If you were able to watch through the entire Flash film, I know some people didn't manage to finish it, but if you're able to get through it, you got to see Michael Keaton don the Batman suit one more time. But for those that weren't aware of this story, we also got deprived of seeing him once again wear this suit and don it as the Batman. So for those that don't know what I'm talking about, before The Flash came out, there was another DC project that was supposed to drop by the title of Batgirl. Batgirl was directed by Adil El-Arbi and Bilal Fallah. I apologize because I'm sure I butchered the fuck out of those names, but I tried my best nonetheless. They were the directors behind Batgirl, and unfortunately, the WB added this to the collection of titles that they would not release into the public. Now, mind you, Batgirl was already done filming. The project was completed. Same as Coyote versus Acme. This movie is completed, but WB had decided that they would not put it out into the world for distribution. I don't know if it came from them not being able to cook up the deal that they wanted with whoever was trying to distribute it, but for some reason or another, it was washed. And we were deprived of another cameo from Michael Keaton as Batman. And so this was recently brought up to him in the interview, and he says he didn't care one way or the other. It was big fun to him and a nice check. So although we felt deprived and didn't get what we wanted, Michael Keaton got exactly what he wanted and said, I got paid, so I don't get two shits with that. And that's why they say he's one of the best Batman. That was such a Bruce Wayne type of comment to give. It's just like, yo, this man thinks he's Batman. Like Ryan Reynolds thinking he's Deadpool, Michael Keaton somehow thinks he's Batman. Like, I know he'd be sitting in there practicing like that sinister look of like the Bruce Wayne where he's just that. I'm telling you, this dude thinks he's Batman. And as he should, because Michael Keaton is a phenomenal Batman. My number one is Ben Affleck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was the most comic accurate Batman. That Batman scared the shit out of me. I don't care what nobody say. That is my geek blasphemy right there. But yeah, so once again, we don't know if Batgirl will ever come out. Michael Keaton did, however, state after just being so riz about his comment, he did, however, said he did feel bad for the directors. He liked those boys. They were nice guys, and he could tell that they were very passionate about the project that they were going to put out. So once again, hopefully with things somewhat trying to return back to normalcy in Hollywood, maybe we'll get to see the Batgirl get released somewhere on a streaming platform. Hopefully Max will decide like, hey, we'll air it out just to see what happens. Only time will tell. But again, still sticking into DC news, we are moving on to the Joker. The Joker 2 is fast approaching movie theaters, coming out in October. Joaquin Phoenix along with Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn. You've seen the trailers. It is looped to be this musical type of feel to it. I'm talking about musical performance out the behind. And now we also have learned that the opening of the Joker 2 will commence in a Looney Tunes inspired animated short starring the Joker. So we are going to get a Looney Tunes style cartoon of the Joker that is going to open the movie. And I believe with the tone of the film and how they're doing this stuff, going from very dark gray tones of Gotham City and how it's looking to these vibrant musical numbers that they're going to use to interpret what's going on for us. I just think this is so on brand for this film. And I cannot wait to see. I do hope it is in the classic Mel Blanc style. Like, I really hope it's that. I hope it goes into that very old feel of cartoons. Kind of starts with the even the red circles coming out and somebody saying something. I hope it's that. I don't even mind it also having the intros be like that. Like DC's intros and stuff like that come in Looney Tune style. So I just think it's a great addition to us of what's going on with the Joker. So other news that's also going on with him is a lot of people wanted to know, with the Joker 2 fast approaching, what would the Joker 3 look like after this drop? Now, obviously, this is a loaded question because, of course, the second one has not come out. So it's very hard to answer this one. But Todd Phillips gave us a very straight answer about a third installment to this Joker franchise and said that there will not be one. You can forget it, is what he stated. But basically, Todd Phillips believes that they have been able to tell the whole story of Arthur Fleck in this second Joker film. So he says that this film will tie in everything when it comes to this story. And as you can hear, I live in Gotham City as well. So, it's only right that I'm talking about this as you hearing crime happening outside. So I can understand that. But I get it too. I get it to not want to stretch it out or stretch it to where it doesn't need to be. Because if you think about it, we're still in a very constricted time frame, because the Joker is going to be picking up after the incidents of what happened. So this is kind of telling this guy's story during one particular set of situations that's going to go on. And so I understand why they wouldn't want it to have to lead to the next, or now we have to give something more about what Bruce Wayne is going to be. I understand him wanting to keep the focus on this one particular story of how this person became this and how this environment around him changed and how it changed him and also the people. So I get if he's able to tell that in this whole sequel and he's able to wrap that up in a bow, I can completely understand why he doesn't want to add a third film. But just like we always know, never say never, because for some, might be sitting down one day and think about it and it's like, what, I could give one more story to the Joker. So we don't know, but as of right now, according to Todd Phillips, we will not be getting a third installment to this Joker franchise, and that we will have to settle for the beautiful story that the Joker 2 will be. And you don't have to wait that long, because it is dropping in October, and we are fresh fresh on the heels of September and saying goodbye to August. So October is going to be here in no time.